You're seeing the demolition of the last section of the four-story building. This is called Building 8 on the 700 Beardsley property. The contractor, the operator actually is named Sam. Very good. He's using a bucket. The other option he'll be using later on today to actually pull down the brick is the brick pick. And he will be using that to trim off the bricks on the Beardsley side. Very tall structure, and it's really difficult to get that down without collapsing the building onto the street. But as you can see, he's done a good job of keeping the brick close to the building and hasn't collapsed a section of the wall onto Beardsley so far. However, as a precaution, we have closed off Beardsley Avenue to make sure that there's no traveling motorist on the road while we're doing this part of the demolition. Once we get beyond Building 8, which is the last four-story structure, then we'll open up Beardsley as he begins to move into the two-story structure, because the two-story structures can be managed without risk to anybody traveling on Beardsley. See the water as he pulls the brick down off of the structure. Apparently he thinks he can handle this without the brick pick, which is fine as long as he can keep the building from falling onto Beardsley. But he keeps chipping away at the upper levels of the wall to make sure that the weight high on the wall is managed properly. See that we have two hoses trained on the demolition area. This is to make sure that the area, that we don't have dust leaving the property. We had some dust that was present during some of the upper floor demolition yesterday, but there was no visible dust leaving the site. So this has been a very, very good project with regard to dust control. The last section of the four-story building on Beardsley. It's called Building 8, and they have just completed taking down the top 3 floors of this building, and they're going to be knocking down the west wall of the building here in a second. At that point, we should be able to open up Beardsley Avenue. perspective here, you can see the 350 in the foreground bringing down the brick wall, and the 160 in the background loading debris into the roll-offs.